there seems to be a hint of recovery as far as market is concerned. A little bit of recovery from the day's lowest point. That's broadly what you can say. But nevertheless, 66 points down for the Nifty, 1.3 for the small cap, mid cap index, and 2% for the small cap space as well. Let's welcome in a very, very special guest now. The management at Century Ply is now joining us. Mr. Keshav, Executive Director at Century Ply, is with us. Good afternoon, sir. Hope all well at the company and things have restarted again. Can you just talk to us about the second wave, the impact, and especially now as things are opening up, now as home furnishing is improving, what is the sort of pent-up demand that you are seeing as construction is trying to recover back?
I think you've hit the nail on the head, so to speak. The second wave took us all by surprise. We were all fearing the worst during the second half of April or during the first half of May, and it seemed like a very grim quarter. But by the grace of God, June has seen a very, very strong recovery, and I'm very hopeful that going forward, because of real estate reviving, because of the fact that there are very few companies who have been able to sustain during this time period. We actually didn't curtail production during the whole course of April, May, June, whereas a lot of others suffered substantially. So pent-up demand is arising. There is a huge recovery. July has been a good month as well. And I think going forward, some of the organized players may be able to benefit a little more disproportionately as compared to the unorganized players.
Right. Good afternoon, Mr. Bajanga. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. And it's heartening to know that actually you're seeing recovery post-June and July as well. Also, I would like to touch upon your Q1 earnings, and despite the volatility in key input costs, your company has actually managed to turn EBITDA positive in Q1 of FY22. What is your outlook now on the margins going ahead? And also, do you think that these levels are actually sustainable going ahead as well?
So you see, we have been able to manage margins because we predicted the increase in raw material cost, and we were able to sufficiently hedge against that by increasing our inventory levels. We have taken price increases, so I definitely believe that these EBITDA margins are sustainable. And going forward, you'll see a recovery also, because as operating leverage kicks in, margins will definitely look better and better. The only challenge that I foresee is the third wave, because it's a very uncertain, it's an unknown entity, and we don't know how it is going to affect the building material space, how it will affect the economy in general. But other than that, I am sure that we will see recovery in EBITDA margins. Our margins should actually look stronger than what they have looked in the last quarter.
Right. When we talk about margins, inflation, do you think that majority of the inflation has been taken care of? I mean, whatever had to happen has happened, and things have, people, customers, stakeholders, companies like you have adjusted to it. You think things going ahead can be normalized for the next 12 months or so?
It's very difficult to comment right now because, commodities, the volatility has been huge. Some of our raw material costs have shot up by close to 100%. And I don't know, we had expected this to subside during this year. We had expected the Q4 and Q1, Q4 of last year and Q1 of this year to be it, but it's very unpredictable because going forward, we don't have any clear signs that this is it, that costs won't rise further. But thankfully, we're in a position to pass on these cost increases to the market in the form of price increases. We are price leaders across categories. So I think that is a safety net for us. But honestly, I don't think that, or I'm not certain that this is the end. I'm not certain that we're going to see reduction in costs going forward.
Right. Taking this point forward, could you exactly quantify how much price hikes have you undertaken so far, and what sort of price increase, if you plan to take going ahead, and what range could that be?
So I think if you look at across segments in plywood, we have taken close to 5% over the course of the last year. We've taken it in bits and parts. Maybe 1% or 2% in a quarter, but that is the sort of increase. In laminates, I think that figure would be closer to 10% because the raw material cost in laminates has jumped by that extent. In MDF, I think it would be close to 10% or more as well. So it varies across segments, but we, I think, have been successfully able to offset the raw material cost increase. And going forward also, that is going to be our objective.
Right. So, last 2 years, one would say 1.5 years have been very challenging. Things have been up, down. Of course, the outlook is yet not pretty clear. But I would like you to say that, how has the company adjusted in this last 18 months? What have been the key strengths that you've identified? And what, if, say, things were to get uncertain in terms of third wave, more selective lockdowns or any other problems, how would the company sail through in a better way versus last year?
We have taken a number of initiatives. We have enhanced our ability to drive sales through innovations such as the Salesforce automation tool being rolled out, such as a new distributor management system that we have incorporated, and we have come up with a lot of new technologies. We have come up with ViroKill, we have come up with Firewall, so we have been able to address the needs of the customer, and I think that has held us in very good stead. Alongside that, we have a very strong balance sheet, and we are able to leverage that because even during the toughest times, we did not delay payments to any of the suppliers. What that entails is that going forward, they are able to offer us the best rates. To debtors, we have been able to successfully hedge and manage our debtor days, but at the same time provide support wherever it was required in weak markets such as Mumbai or certain other markets. So I think there are a host of strengths that we have developed over the past so many years, and this has really helped us during these difficult times. Going forward, if the economy recovers and does well as is expected, I think we'll be able to further benefit from the same initiatives.
All right, point taken, Mr. Vajanka. Thank you for joining us on the show. That is Mr. Keshav Vajanka, who is the Executive Director of Century Ply, talking about the quarter gone by as well as the way forward for the company going ahead. And on that note, we'll slip into a break on this edition of Market.